Hello everybody, Coach Aaron here from over at Summers Fitness, and I was having a conversation with a client the other day, and she said that she has a job where she's sitting down a lot, that's not very active. She's doing a lot of computer work, so every hour on the hour she'll take a break, she'll stand up and do 20 squats. And I asked her why. When I asked her, she said the reason why is because somebody told her that if you're sitting down a lot, then you get a condition called pancake butt. So hearing this intrigued me. I wanted to do a little bit of research and see if this is true or not. And what I found is it actually does result in you having a more flat butt. And the reason why is not what you think. It's not that you're seated, so it's smashing the muscle, causing it to be flat. The reason why is because you forget when you're seated so much, you forget how to activate your glutes when you're doing certain exercises, when you're doing daily activities like sitting down and standing up, or walking, or even walking upstairs. You actually forget how to activate your glutes, and you lose that mind-muscle connection when you're seated a lot. So today I want to show you guys some different things. If you do have a seated job, this will be a great video for you. If you're not very active during work, or if you do spend a lot of time sitting down, this is a great way for you guys to learn how to activate your glutes, resulting in more muscle tone and preventing all that muscle atrophy from not using your glutes the way they should be used. So like I said, when you're doing squats, you know, you want the main driver to be your glutes. And when we forget how to use our glutes, we put a lot of pressure on our lower back. We start to bend forward a little bit, and we forget how to use those glutes. It results in more lower back and more quads, and you're not using the muscle that you really should be using. So what you really want is to open up your hips. You want to keep your chest up. You want to keep your heels on the ground, drive through, and each time you stand up, you want to actually really focus on squeezing your glutes together. And now if that's something that you struggle with, then here's an exercise that you can start off with to kind of help you out with that and know the feeling that you need to be feeling when you are doing that. So we're gonna bring it down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna dig our heels into the ground. Now a lot of people, when they do this exercise, they come up on their toes, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. We forget how to use our glutes. You're not gonna be using your glutes a whole lot if you're coming up on your toes. So you need to make sure your heels are straight on the ground. You wanna drive them in and squeeze your glutes together at the top. And something that I like to do, this might sound kind of funny, but I like to put my hands on my glutes to make sure that I'm squeezing them enough at the top. And you should really, even just doing this body weight and holding this for a few seconds, it should really light up your backside. And like I said, if you're feeling it with your hands, then you know that you're actually doing it right. So I would do that, you know, maybe do 3 sets of 10 and work on that. And once you feel like you've got that down, you can start working on some of these other exercises that are a little bit more advanced. This one is called a marching glute bridge. So you're up in that position, you're squeezing your glutes, marching it out. And the leg that's down, you should really be feeling it right in that glute. And that's gonna help you activate it more. Something else you could do is put one leg up and drive through the heel of that on the ground. That's a real intense contraction in your glutes. That's what you should be feeling when you're doing squats, when you're doing lunges, when you're going upstairs, when you're sitting down and standing up. That's the activation that you're looking for. Now, if you want even more advanced, something that you could do to feel this a little bit more, you can take it to the next level by pulling out one of these bands. And what you could do is step into this. And I recommend, if you're a guy, I recommend wearing like long socks or long pants with this, because these bands will definitely rip off your hair. But it's definitely worth it if you want to learn how to work on your glutes. So something you could do is, with your glute bridge, drive through those heels, feel that squeeze, and then open up, and then come back together. And that's going to just increase the activation. It's going to increase the contraction that you get. Another exercise that you could do is the good old-fashioned clamshell, which looks like this. So you come on your side, you want your heels together like this. You could come in this position right here, almost like you're posing for a picture or possibly a painting perhaps. But what you do is you just open up the legs right here, and you should feel that right in your glutes. And that's another good way to kind of learn how to activate and take your glute exercises to the next level. So now that you've learned how to activate your glutes, now that you've learned some different exercises you can do to work on those, then you could apply it to all the other exercises that you might not be using them, which what I talked about earlier, like squatting or sitting down and standing up. You want to use your glutes to do those movements, or deadlifting, for instance. So like I said before, keep your heels on the ground, learn to open up your hips, sit down deep, drive through your heels and squeeze your glutes at the top. On the way down, you want to relax. And then, like I said, as you stand up, really focus on getting that squeeze at the top. And even just doing that body weight, you're gonna feel that quite a bit in your backside. Another one is the deadlift, where we do a lot of our low back if we forget how to use our glutes. And it could cause injuries, or it could cause muscle imbalances too. So same thing, keep your back nice and flat, sit your hips back, get a good stretch, and then drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes at the top. That's a great exercise that should be working on your glutes, but a lot of times we feel it a lot in our lower back because we forget how to use those. So definitely, like I said, apply this to your daily life. Even if you feel like you forgot how to use your glutes, or you feel like you are getting that pancake butt, you could do those little exercises, 2 times a week. Just work on it. And like I said, once you get the hang of it, apply it to all those other exercises and apply it to your daily life when it comes to sitting down and standing up. And that's going to take away that problem, and your your backside is going to look a little bit more firm, a little bit more plump, and it's not going to result in that flatness. So hopefully this helped you guys. Hopefully you apply this. And I know this is something that actually happened to me too. I'd spend a lot of time sitting down too, and the same thing happened to me. So I completely understand, and definitely apply this to your daily life if you work a seated job, or if you spend a lot of time sitting. And it's super important to work on your glutes to prevent muscle imbalances too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this helps. Definitely apply this to your daily life. But I will plan on seeing you guys next time. Bye-bye.